What's one question you hate being asked? I'm an airline pilot. The question I've been asked for 30 years is what's your route? Folks, airline pilots aren't mail carriers. We don't have routes. That question drives me crazy. The second most question I get is, after not seeing someone for a while, is you still flying? Like it's my hobby. I've taken to asking back, if for example they're an attorney, you still practicing law? They look at me like I'm an idiot. Like, of course I'm still practicing my profession, yeah, me too buddy. Hey, want to come to church Bible study prayer group with me? I am a practicing Catholic, very happy and devout, and I just freaking hate when people ask me to come to prayer stuff with me. It's always presented as the best way to live out the faith and the best way to be a good Catholic. I know I can always grow, but I hate the pressure around going to things and practicing the faith a specific way. I prefer my faith to be a bit more private. Thank you. Got any plans for the weekend, holiday, summer, winter, etc? No, I don't have any fucking plans. I plan to stay at home and not spend any of the goddamn money I don't have, probably fixing the old shitty car I can afford to replace, watching TV or movies I've pirated, and spending 4 hours cooking meals and doing the dishes and praying my roof holds out long enough for interest rates to go down so I can get enough of a home equity loan to fix this shit. What happened to you? I have a disability. I'm primarily in a wheelchair but can get around with forearm crutches or occasionally a cane. I'm constantly asked by complete strangers what happened to me. Frankly, there's no straight answer that will make sense, and I don't feel like going into 10 years of mistreatment, neglect, malpractice and abuse from medical professionals that led to the situation I am now in and forever will be in. How's life going, or how's school going? Everyone in my family was extremely judgmental when I was growing up, or they would spread news that I didn't want to do blank anymore because they thought I was just lazy. They're not like that as much anymore, but anytime someone asks me that, it's like I can literally feel the walls come up around me because I don't want to tell people things about myself. Asking me what I do for a living, then I have to explain to people that I'm disabled and can't work, and it embarrasses the fuck out of me. Of course being disabled and being unable to work isn't embarrassing, but everybody is so obsessed with what everyone does for a living, and they only seem to want to know you if you're paid well, and I can just feel people taking pity on me or looking down on me. Why don't you want kids? Like, people leave me alone. When it becomes affordable to have a child and I don't have to actually parent the child while having a legal guarantee that they will make sure I'm taken care of in a nice safe nursing home, then I will have a child. Until then, I don't have the time, money or mental health capacity to do anything for a child except screw them up. Are you enjoying your time off work? No, I am not. I am laid off. Not on vacation. Not retired. Pinching pennies and trying to survive until I get called back to work. If you know someone who is laid off, do not ask them if they're enjoying it, living the dream, doing things that they've always wanted to. Chances are, they're struggling to get by. If my hair is real or not. I'm a black girl who gets relaxers, aka chemical hair straightening, and ever since I've been getting them, people, mostly other black women, ask if my hair is real or a wig weave. I guess because it's thick and long, and the disbelief comes from the myth that black people's hair can't grow thick and long like other races. Rolling eyes face. Why do you carry toilet paper? I constantly, since like forever, carry at least 3 rolls of toilet paper with myself everywhere always, and have at least one in wrist reach. It's $9.99 more cost-effective to tissues, with amount than I would need. That is because I have like something that makes my nose constantly full and in need of emptying. Why don't you want children? This world is already overpopulated, there are pedos, rapists everywhere, World War III could happen at any moment, children are expensive, children are time-consuming, I carry bad genes, cancer, obesity, diabetes, dementia, ACT. I only have obesity, but still. And I like being able to do whatever the fuck when the fuck ever. Do you wear hearing aids? This. When kids ask this, it's not an issue due to their ages and understanding. Kids always asking why I wear them. And I don't mind explaining to them what it is, what it does for me. It's when I have teens or adults constantly asking that to me, when they can visually see them in my ear. Ooh, it's frustrating. Now you tell me about yourself. A question and statement format, but one that I hate nonetheless. No. How about you ask me a proper question like I asked you, instead of asking me to come up with conversation about myself out of thin air? Don't punish me with a inane question just cause you are too lazy to be truly interested. Are you sure your sons have different fathers? They look alike and nothing like you. Yes, I'm sure I have a typo. Okay, both their dads have the same eye color and hair color and very similar skin tone, I know neither looks like me, and yes, I know they resemble each other quite a bit, but trust me, they have different fathers. Are you a top or a bottom? I'm the gay man, and the amount of random people you meet who think it's okay to ask complete strangers this question upon meeting them baffles me. The only time this is a relevant question is if we are engaging in sexual relations. But most of the time it's straight cis women who ask this. So what do you do for work? Because it's not a simple answer for me. My title is long, and so is my job description. So it ends up just being me trying to illustrate what I do for the next 5 minutes, as they nod their head slowly while looking confused. It's not the conversation piece they hope it will be. Are you seeing anyone? As a chronically single person, it's just annoying to be asked, especially when it's always followed up with why not? Does there need to be a reason? Being less you're interested in me and actively probing to see if I'm available, planning to ask me out, it's none of your business. I have an immune disorder that presents as patches on my skin and on my joints, specifically knees, elbows, knuckles, etc. It is very red and angry sometimes, other times it is white and dry. People ask, what happened to you? And point to my patches. I get embarrassed every time when white people ask, what is your background, where are you from, what are you? Which is really code for why are you brown? Do I really need to play this game so that you can be comforted by putting me into a neat little mental box of completely erroneous, preconceived notions? I don't know why, but if I just am getting home from work and anybody asks me how was your day, I just want to throw them through a fucking window. Give me 30 minutes to just sort of decompress and I'll voluntarily tell you about my day, but don't fucking ask me the moment I get home. Why are you so quiet? Especially at the family gatherings, like, do you want me to be loudest? I just like sitting down and listen to music. Sometimes I really don't want to talk to people, and mostly cause I don't have a family member that's close to my age that I can hang out with. People asking me if I am a big titty goth girl, like it's happened on Discord or any app that claims to be for meeting friends but they're actually filled with weirdos. It's happened about 5 or 6 times already. I didn't realize how fetishized the goth look was. What do you think about insert politician's name, bro? I don't care about politicians, I don't have an opinion. Now, if there's a politician out there who wants to give me 100k, then whenever asked I'll insist that that politician is an icon of nobility. Is that your natural hair color? I'm a natural redhead. I also hate all the other inappropriate questions redheads are asked. We're people just like everyone else. Would you ask a blonde, do the curtains match the drapes? No, so stop asking redheads. Why not? As in, you don't have a boyfriend? You're not married? You don't have children? You don't drink? Etc, etc, etc. I lead a boring life yet peaceful and quiet, and I don't owe anyone an explanation why I don't fit into society's roles. Being asked about the action I'm doing is I'm in the middle of doing it. Example, you're hungry? They ask cause I'm about to eat another spoonful of cereal. Like, no, I'm just enjoying sitting here looking at this bowl of cereal and not hungry. What do you do? Because usually they mean what's your job, but my paying job is a lot less important to me than my animal rescue. Since I don't get paid for it, a lot of people don't care to hear about my snakes and pigs and prairie dogs. What do you want for dinner? I'd eat GAF and I'll eat almost anything. I do not understand why I have to suggest something when 90 of the time what I suggest is rejected. My wife knows I hate this conversation, but apparently it's a must-have. What color is this? What do you see instead of insert color? As someone who's colorblind, the frequency of these questions starts getting annoying eventually. Don't blame them though, it's just their rightful curiosity kicking in. One that always got me was those school things where they'd ask you to write down your hobbies. I'm boring as fuck and sometimes can barely even enjoy the few hobbies that I do have, so I always usually end up answering some basic shit. Being asked to clarify a sentence or word already in its simplest form. What do you mean the front door is open? Then you're the asshole if you ask what they are and understanding or explain what the words door and open mean. Which eye do I look at? I have amblyopia, have had 3 total surgeries. The right is far more pronounced in its laziness even with glasses, and it's pulled deeper into the socket so it looks smaller. I tell people it's fake. Why? Just sometimes I can't find a reason to why I don't want to do something, and then people ask why, and when I say I don't know they say that's not a reason, and most of the time I end up doing the thing I said not to. Anything about me when they clearly already know the answer from some other source that I know they have access to. Specifically referring to my relatives who still ask the same damn questions every time I meet them. Why are you so quiet? My silence comes from going through a lot, where I should have just kept my mouth shut in the first place. What difference does it make? When I have nothing to say, I have nothing to say. My birthday is on Christmas Day. The first question 99 of people have asked my entire life is, so do you get double presents? People of all ages ask the same first question, doesn't matter if they are 7 or 65. Why can't you just talk to me? For context, I'm autistic and horrible in any social event or expressing my emotions out of the blue, especially as the person I'm trying to talk to is pressuring me to speak back. I hate seeing people I haven't seen in a while and them asking me what do you do or how are you and your girlfriend doing when we've possibly broken up. Or when I'm asked what do you wanna do, like bro what did you do this weekend? Half the time I forget or don't feel like recapping. I'll go to a concert one night, brunch the next day, watch football Sunday, and come into work Monday like just hung around. I had 4 people ask me at Thanksgiving, what can you even do with an environmental science degree? For context, I've had a job lined up since my internship for about 4 months before, and I have told them that after I tried to unalive myself 10 years ago I had scars on my arms and I hated when people noticed or asked about them. I bought a microneedler with heel cream so they've become a lot less noticeable. How are you? I have a myriad of health problems and 24/7 in pain of some sort. So basically, I am fucked today, I was fucked yesterday, and I'll be fucked tomorrow. Pretending otherwise is exhausting. What are you? Had it asked to me in university and I still think about it. The wording, the manner it was asked, it felt really out of place in the conversation and made my mind go blank. Haha.